Next tonight, a former British soldier has told us how his Afghan colleagues have been abandoned after they risked their lives to save him from the Taliban. Lloyd Comer says they drove him through Taliban checkpoints in disguise as he fled back to Derbyshire last summer. Some are now in hiding and others struggling to feed their families. Lloyd's been speaking to our social affairs correspondent, Jeremy Ball.
So we were just to the right.
Reliving memories back at home in Sandy Acre, memories of a city that stole Lloyd's heart.
Most of our trips.
Lloyd spent more than 5 years in Kabul as a private security contractor. It's where some of his Afghan staff, his colleagues, became his closest friends.
When I first went out there, I used to go running in the streets of Kabul. All the wedding halls were in full swing. Girls were going to school. The streets were always full. The shops were always busy. They're incredible people. Some of the friendliest, humble people that I've ever met. And saying goodbye to them was really tough.
Lloyd said goodbye because he had to be evacuated from Kabul last August, one of 15,000 Afghan and UK nationals flown out by the British government. But the most dangerous part of his journey was getting to the airport. Lloyd's Afghan friends took a huge risk. They drove him through several Taliban checkpoints dressed as a local.
If we'd have been stopped, I dread to think what the consequences would have been, what would have happened to them. And about 3 or 4 hours later, the Taliban came into the camp and were quizzing the guys, and they're saying, where's the expat, where's the Westerner? I don't even think about what they would have done.
Salam, mate.
How are you, my friend?
Almost 6 months on, Lloyd's still in daily contact with them.
They are just looking around for an excuse to lock you up.
This man's terrified of reprisals because they were working for a Western security firm.
My heart bleeds for him. It's heartbreaking because he deserves so much better. And he's no different to you and I. He's a human being.
Now Afghanistan's on the brink of famine too. In a freezing winter, Lloyd's sending money to one friend so his family doesn't starve. And he's desperate to get his closest colleagues resettled somewhere safe. So far, though, he's drawn a blank.
I can't give up. I owe it to them. The most frustrating thing for me is my inability to spark anybody's conscience in terms of official organisations. Nobody's that bothered, and I'm very bothered.
How much do you think they've been abandoned?
They've been abandoned, 100%. They've been forgotten. One of my friends is a complete cricket fan, absolute cricket nuts, and I would love to sit in Trent Bridge watching a cricket game with him. That would be my dream.
Lloyd's still settling into his quieter life here in Derbyshire, but he misses Kabul, and he says he'd go back there in a heartbeat. Jeremy Ball, BBC East Midlands Today, Sandy Acre.